Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the second series of this channel. Still have absolutely no idea why we have made a second series, but you get that. So with that, just a quick one. So we've replaced the points at the front end completely at this point. Not sure if we covered that in the first episode of this series, but yes, that's all been done now. We're working towards that. We'll be test running that very shortly. Some new wagons present. Some of those green ones, I think they're fictional, not quite sure. This has been an interesting feature to work on. Got a little duck pond now. Just a small, simple thing there. And I haven't overpopulated it. There was a lot more swans and a lot more ducks in the pack, but, you know, less is more. They were hand-painted, and we'll show you how they turned out earlier. Later on in the video. And so, as we turn on the lights to the work desk, I'm just going to cover the work desk very quickly as well. So we found the remaining 3D print bodies. We'll turn those to scrap very soon. Also the coach body that has surfaced as well. I can't find any bogies for it, so we don't know what's going to happen with that just yet. Some Green Max signage that's been hand painted. That will be stickered up shortly, and we'll see what we need to do there. Over on this side of the bench, as you can see, I've still got the new wagons, a whole bunch of them just now. They've all come in, and yes, we're going to have a heap more variety now. We got a few ventilated vans by the look of it, with the opening doors. They'll look great. I'll show you them in the next time round. Over here we have an Algoma Central American loco. It's an EMD SD40. I'm going to be selling this due to the fact that it doesn't fit my particular needs or interests. I'm not sure how much to cost that one up at, because I'm not sure how new that is. But either way, that'll be up for sale very shortly. First photo. We found this track set in Salvos and Whitfords. Very local to me. Very surprising place to find a track set. It wasn't a charity shop, so negotiated a good price for that. Really cheap. Really cheap. Like something like $40 for 2 sets of number 6 points. Turnouts. Very handy to have. I've just been collecting little bits and pieces of track just for whatever extra project I'll come up with later. This is a packet of Langley models swans and ducks. You get 4 of each. As you can see, they're all hand painted on the photo, but that's not how they come, to be honest. Basically, they come as I believe they're cast metal. It's very hard, very small to actually tell, but they appear and feel like cast metal to me. So they were purchased. They were like $5. You'd think $5 for something so small and something so insignificant would be just a waste of time. Well, actually, no, not really. I had been having a tough week, and I thought, well, to battle that, I should be a bit more creative and do something that would be a challenge to take my mind off things. And lo and behold, we have come up with this. So what we have here is just a basic white watercolor. All I've used, and I'll tell you exactly what I've used for these, is a watercolor, and you can get these from your Kmart. These are Anko brand, which I think is the Kmart brand for general household goods. And as you can see, the watercolors applied really well. We got basic white swan with a bit of Parma pen black for the surrounding area, and just a bit of Sharpie pen for the orange beak. That's all you need. You don't need to be too fussy with those sorts of things. But as you can see, the swans turned out quite well. Then the ducks were something else entirely. So basically, we've kept to just a basic grey for the duck itself, the base. Basically, that was just mixing the white and the black together. I didn't have a grey, so I thought I'll just mix one up, and that turned out quite well. So stuck a bit of brown on the wings, green for the head, and a tiny blotch of yellow for the beak. And look at that, there's our duck pond again. I'm pretty happy with it. It's really pleasing. There's a bit more watercolour applied for the pond. That's all I've done so far. I don't know whether I'll put a bit of I don't know, just something to shine it up a bit. I'll work something out, but there's a bit of a not a totally clean pond. I think that works really well. I'm really happy with that, and that's gotten a lot of attention. And as you can see here, as we move on to the track work just quickly, that was the old point section. What will happen with them is I have taken them apart. I've just sort of cleaned them up with a brush, and they will get moved onto Kev's workshop just to get them all serviced up so they can start freely working again. We've had so many issues with these, as you can tell. That's one. That's two. Sorry, that's 4 of the new points in place. We replaced that section previous, and then as you can see, we've replaced. Earlier in the video, we saw that the points just above them have also been replaced too. So that's the whole main line done. I haven't tested these out yet because I would like to have some time to do it. I haven't had a lot of time, really. And this is the points that have been removed. Yes, so they've still to go down there. It's been some time since I've done this. Haven't really been able to update anything because, just as I said, pretty busy all the time at the moment. Hopefully this weekend I will look at getting stuff done again. That's pretty much it. Other than that, I've just been collecting other bits of track just to sort of make a smaller project, just not so much indoors, but I might just sort of have a temporary setup elsewhere, just now and again. And I can do a lot of variety with the stuff I've got now, so that's good. Also picked up an extra controller, which is an SX type controller, so that will replace one of the ones on this layout. The eventual aim is to have all of those controllers as SXs. And that's the end of the video. We'll see you next time. See ya.